There's no such thing as routine for America's truckers. Every day takes them down a new road. It's always different. A detour off the familiar interstate. A fiery sunset. A freak snowstorm. A majestic view. There are more than 4 million long-haul truckers out there piloting more than 1.5 million rigs across America. At one time or another, just about every one of us has flirted with the idea of joining them. What is it about big rigs? And what is it about the people who drive them? Perhaps it's the freedom of living life on the road. Maybe it's the free spirit of men and women who dare to be different, who dare to follow their dreams. What causes someone to give up a normal life, to forsake the comforts of home and family, and dedicate themselves to moving America's freight? What are their jobs really like? What's required to be a trucker?
I love this job. I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
Some days are long and boring, but we enjoy it. We enjoy seeing the country, and we meet a lot of interesting people.
We do it because we like to be self-employed.
Oh, I enjoy it. It's a challenge. You're somewhere different every day. You're hauling something different.
I love trucking the most of anything. That's all I know how to do. That's all I want to do.
Each night for the better part of 30 years, I've entertained America's truckers over the radio.
Bill Mack on the Bill Mack Trucking Network, and glad you're with me.
From behind my microphone, I've discovered truckers are America's last great independent free spirits, the descendants of the cowboys of another age. Their lives are unique. Each has a special assignment, a unique job to do. And like all of us, each has a story to tell. This is the Odyssey of America's truckers.
This can worth me a long way to go. I'm a knight of the road. I try not to be rude.
Courtesy never hurt anybody.
Patrick Quintana knew he wanted to drive trucks from the time he was a boy. And he's been driving for 29 years now and has settled in with one of the nation's largest trucking companies.
But I will now.
In 1978, Susan Moore gave up a normal job and life as a single mother and moved into a truck. And today she spends most of her time with her dog Zippy, hauling fruit and vegetables across the country.
You want to talk to us over here?
I know, that's because he's going the wrong way, or maybe he just doesn't plan on getting in trouble, huh?
Dave Penegor is more than a driver. He owns his own trucking company. He started hauling logs for his father in the Pacific Northwest. Over the years, he's built a fleet of 27 rigs that haul timber to Oregon sawmills. More and more husbands and wives are hitting the road together. Bill McCartney taught his wife Teresa to drive shortly after they were married. Now they spend their time together hauling pharmaceuticals. Most drivers will agree that heavy haul trucking is some of the most challenging in the industry. Jim Davis has been loading and hauling heavy construction equipment across California for several years now, and he hasn't tired of the challenge yet. For Jim, like most drivers, the workday begins early.
Well, there's a lot more to it than just driving the truck. You have to know how to operate the equipment, how to load everything, how to get your weight dispersed right on all your axles, how to tie these big pieces of machinery down to where it's safe on the trailer, and how to block your loads up and know how to handle your load.
We'll follow Jim Davis and his crew as they load and then haul two 180,000-pound bulldozers from a vineyard in Southern California, 250 miles north to a maintenance garage.